Okay, we're back. Had to reboot. It wouldn't let me save this file after I decided to move to the next version. Not a big deal. Okay, so right here. I think the first thing, because the only thing that we're really checking for is the flowers or the crystals. So we want to make sure it's a flower. So if PL, or wait, if game state, what is the game state? Oh, we need to have the game state thrown into this particular update data. PDX1, PDY, okay, and then let's accept. So class planets. Oh, it's back here though. So we're literally just brute forcing, going through and putting this in. We're not really... I know, so here's the enum I want to send. So just the game quest type and call it quest state. So I just, that's it? Okay, so even though, okay. Okay. Nice. It recognizes it. Okay, cool. Let's just call it game quest state. That's cool. Okay, is greater than or equal to. See, the thing is I don't need to do this for flowers. If GSTZ is less than 7, that's right, if it's 1 to 6. Okay. So we don't really care about the flowers here. We care about putting this. So that and that. Okay, so the problem is though, what if this does not pass and this does not pass? So type destroyed. Where is that declared? It's not even in this. It's a, okay. So when we have detected a collision, let's just go type destroyed here equals 0. So then we'll only proceed here. Recycle, reset projectile, reset ship fire. Okay. If it's greater than 0, then we want to do these things. We want to recycle it, reset the projectile, set the ship to a non-firing state, and call the collision callback to update the inventory class. If not, we don't care to do any of those things. We're just going to ignore it. Alright, and so there's nothing in the code to get it up to this collect crystals point, so everything's just going to be flowers. So let's see how that works. Is it working? Oops. What's it doing? Tell me what's wrong. Identifier game quest. Oh. So does this have to be... Shoot. This has to go in and be declared before the class of the planets? So am I putting that right there? So show space, okay, and then we send it game quest. G keys, what's the name of the son of a bean dip? Game state? No. It's collect state. Is it working? There it goes, okay. Okay, so it went right through the crystal, but it hit the flowers. Okay, so that's working. That was so easy. Why did I spend an hour frustrating myself with YouTube thumbnails when I really should have been doing this? So the inventory, we got 3 flowers. Okay. Even though it shows the crystal right there. Alright, yeah, we have to sync those up, so that's a thing. So when we sort... Okay. Alright, so we need to sync between the... I think it's in here. So let's go inventory number 9, because that's going to change. Right there. Okay, then go back to main space gems. What's going on? Let's just run it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So now what we want to do is whenever the so how does it draw? Yeah, so init data happens right here. Background transparent, squares for inventory slots. Okay. So the thing that we want to change on these, right, is the texture coordinates, and that's it. Okay. So where are we going to put that? I guess we could just create another function. Computer, can you get rid of these squigglies? It's all throughout, like nothing in this code. It's crazy to have that. Drives me nuts. Oh, okay. Okay, so background, starship, planets, blocks, trader. Okay, inventory. So I think it's in that function that I created. Do show inventory. Sort inventory by quantity. Here is, yeah. So actually, first of all, let's take this out. And then we'll run the program like that. Because I just want to make sure that works. So there's a flower. There's a flower inventory. So, oh, it doesn't show the flower. Okay, so if I don't sort, it's just showing them in the wrong position to begin with. So let's put them in the right spot here. Ba, 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 ba. So the first one's 0.2. Okay, we don't want that. The first one's 0.0. Okay. Now let's do that. Okay, so flower, flower, inventory, flower, crystal. Okay. So this will actually work. Okay, and then one of the things we wanted to do is, let's go back and look at that. So one of the things we want to do is, can I have control? Thank you. I don't know why that does that. It drives me nuts. As soon as I start the program, I lose control of the mouse for like a few seconds. Okay, so when we're showing the inventory there, right? Boom, boom. I'm not seeing any more flowers. I'm literally not seeing any more flowers. That's not good. You gotta hit at least 10 of them, right? They're all gone. Okay. So what we need to do is get up to 10 flowers. And then once the player has achieved that, we want to have some kind of a mechanism for allowing them to craft a better mining technology, better mining laser, whatever you want to call it. This, I don't imagine this looks much like a laser, but so yeah. So let's do that. But first, I mean, how are they? Pardon me. So where was the, oh, it wasn't in here, it was in here. It was way down here where I was at, yeah. No, it's not, I wasn't there. It was in, collision callback right here. Collision detected, recycle I. Reset projectile. Grid size type, wait. Alright, let's look at P recycle I and then reset the projectile. Oh, the projectile's fine. Let's look at P recycle I. P-recycle is what I mean. Recycle. Okay, so P-recycle, choose angle for direction, radius, index, P-level. Check planets are at least far away from each other, whatever. Okay, center, position, choose color, type, grid size type. Okay, random. So it chooses a random one. And the init data, of course, calls that, doesn't it? Let's have them be the same. Let's try this. So we want the same grid and size, or different grid, different size, same type, okay? So let's go PL, MN, A underscore index, GST equals GLM, vector 3, 6.0F plus GL float. Computer, you are not helpful. All we want from this red RGB, we just want B. Bum 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 bum. Grid size type, okay. So that will keep the same type. Let's try that. Oh weird, look at that. The heck? Those are weird. It's working though. It's working. Not sure why it's drawing them like that. Da, 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 da. So init data, hold on. Next direction, radius, planet size, planet. Oh, right here. Okay, so for the initialization, we'll throw in a number 1. And then for the other one, there. So if it's 1, we'll do that. If it's 2, we'll do that. Okay, so I think that'll fix it. So if it's the first time, yeah, it sets it right. So now when I destroy a flower, I get a flower back. Is that right? Is that good? Ba ba bum, ba ba bum. Okay, we're up to 12. Okay, so now we want to go. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Well, one thing we could do is just start another slot in the inventory. See, the thing with it is, and I know we're drawing the whatever. We're drawing the crystals. We only have one flower. So let's wait until we have some crystals before we draw that. Ba-ba-bum. So we don't even have any functionality to decide whether to draw that or not. Ba-da-bum. We could actually put it as an icon on the side of the screen too. Because we could have a little side of the screen down here that would show the ship technology and stuff. Okay, so we have planets final.png. Okay, so one of the things I want to do then is Class Space Trader Planets 02. Ah. Alright, well let's load that real quick. Okay, so that's going to be another graphic though. What all the graphics did we load so far? Actually, as far as textures, none of these are textures. This is all just shader code or OpenGL geometry. Okay. Well, same here. Oh, there's the graphic. Okay, right. I forgot these are a graphic. What? Okay, so so the thing we want to do is in planets. So are we ready to jump into multi-textured stuff here? Because that's what we're getting into, and this is just going to be a headache. But I don't even have this right. So can I take that out? And it works? Yeah. Let's just take it out. It's the only texture, so. Yeah, it works. Okay. So I didn't have that right. Let's look at Learn OpenGL real quick. The location of a texture is more commonly known as a texture unit. The default texture unit for a texture is 0, which is the default active texture unit. So we didn't need to assign a location in the previous section. Note that not all graphics drivers assign a default texture unit, so the previous section may not have rendered for you. Okay. The main purpose of texture units is to allow us to use more than one texture in our shaders. By assigning texture units to the samplers, texture units to the samplers. We can bind to multiple textures at once as long as we activate the corresponding texture unit first. Just like bind texture, just like GL bind texture, we can activate texture units using GL active texture. Passing in the texture unit we'd like to use. Okay, so GL active texture, activate the texture unit first before binding the texture. Bind the texture. After activating a texture unit, a subsequent GL bind texture call will bind that texture to the currently active texture unit. Texture unit GL texture 0 is always by default activated, so we didn't have to activate any texture units in the previous example when using GL bind texture. OpenGL should have at least a minimum of 16 texture units for you to use, which you can activate using GL texture unit 0 through 15. They're defined in order, so we could also get GL texture 8 via GL texture 0 plus 8, for example, which is useful when we'd have to loop over several texture units. We still, however, need to edit the fragment shader to accept another sampler. This should be relatively straightforward now. Sampler, sampler, fragment. The final output color is now the combination of two texture lookups, GLSL's built-in mix function. Okay. We want to load and create another texture. You should be familiar with the steps now. Make sure to create another texture object, load the image, and generate the final texture using GLTextImage 2D. For the second texture, we'll use an image of your... Okay. Note that we now load a PNG image that includes an alpha channel. This means we now need to specify the image that includes an alpha channel. Blah, 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 blah. To use the second texture and the first texture, we'd have to change the rendering procedure a bit by binding both textures to the corresponding texture unit. We also have to tell OpenGL which texture unit each shader sampler belongs to by setting each sampler using GL uniform 1i. We only have to set this once, so we can do this before we enter the render loop. Okay, therein lies the problem. So he gives an example of using multiple textures, but the problem with this example that's different from what I'm doing is that he's given an example of using two textures at the same time. At the same time. I'm just going to draw with one texture at one time, and then another time I'm going to draw with another texture at another time. Different shaders, different classes, different vertices, different everything. So we're never going to draw these two together. So this isn't exactly how to do it. But okay, so if we're loading the texture in the inventory class, which is the inventory 776, right? So we're loading this. Excuse me. Then in the planets class, we're going to load planets final.png. That's a huge file. It's so big. It's huge. Okay, you can zoom right in. So planets final.png. So let's go into planets. So the reason I want to do this is because, okay, so planets 133. Didn't I just update that? Planets 133 at 1043, yeah. So the other thing we're going to change here is we're going to change... Oh, right, we have to go to the do class inits. So space planets. Okay, open space planets 116.vs. Open space planets 116.fs. Okay, open space. How many do we got here? 116's the end. Okay, good. So a position color. Okay, so we're not going to send in texture coordinates. Grid size type, because when we draw the flowers or the crystals, we're using the grid, the size, and the type. Size we can use. That's fine. But the type is where we can hide the texture that we're going to reference into the... Okay, alright, so we're fine. So we don't need any other stuff for this, but we're still going to modify the fragment shader. So let's go to this 117. And then let's go 117 over here, file save, so we can modify both of these. Okay, and then where's our boop, boop, boop. Well, we'll see if this works. Pretty sure it will. So in the inventory class, just to be clear and to confuse myself even further, so we do have a sampler, but we don't do anything to Oh, okay. So to ensure that both textures render properly in OpenGL, generate the textures using GLGen textures. Bind each texture before setting its properties and loading the data with GL. Okay. Set the appropriate texture parameters using GLText parameter. Enable texturing by... Okay, before rendering it, bind the corresponding texture unit. Draw the geometry of the texture. Disable texturing when you're done. Most of this I'm pretty sure we're fine with. That's it. So bind the texture, render geometry. If you're rendering with one texture at a time, you don't need to worry about Uniform Sampler 2D in the fragment shader. The Uniform Sampler 2D is used when you want to sample from a texture within the fragment shader, and allows you to access the texel values of the bound texture. I don't know if you're right there, because this one I did, right, for the inventory. So like, if I take this out, it won't work. So let's proceed with caution here. But I think I know what I'm doing, kind of, question mark? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's two textures. All of a sudden everything's just, it's just crazy. It's all just crazy. Okay, init data, init render, update data, cleaner, okay, so here, let's just go like this. Void p init text. Okay, let's freak out from there. We're freaking out. Everything, we're freaking out completely. We're out and we're freaking, oh, uh-oh, we got extra stuff, okay. All right, so far so good. Are we got, okay, all right. La 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 la. Space Trader Planets 02. Oh. So init text right here. Let's just use it. Because this loads the exact one that I'm talking about. Okay, PL pick. Okay, just copy that. We're going to use PL pick apparently. I don't know what's going on. Not sure. I'm not sure. We're not sure. PL pick? Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Did somebody tell you? I told you. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this a new variable? It's a new variable. I don't know. Let's just isolate it. Texture, a variable, gluent, PL pick. Okay. PL pickle. Okay, I like pickles. Fine. PL pick, all that. Okay. So just to get that to work. Now let's go main space gems. Let's go down to class init. So when we come up to the planets, which is this one here, init data, init, so the other one, where's the inventory? So it's the text init is the first one. Let's just call this text init as the first one. So space plmn1 dot p underscore text init text, excuse me. Okay, now just loading that in. Did we break the inventory? Just want to see. I'm just checking. We're just. No, we didn't break it. We didn't break it. Okay. So now what we want to do? Here's what we want. Here's what I want to do. Now what I want to do. Okay. Good thing I remembered to do that. Good thing I remembered it right there. Good thing I remembered to do that right there. So in here, everything's fine. With this one, everything's fine. Goes through, blah, 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 bleep. It's a planet, okay? So if it's a planet, we come in here. Oh, we got all this. Okay, so our color grid type. Okay, so now down here. Down here. Okay, so dim multiplier equals show GUI. What the heck? If dim multiplier is 1, then dim multiplier equals 1. Okay, if line equals 1, lines just draw color for now. Okay, else points. Okay, now branch based on. Okay, so here, if the grid type is less than 7, if it's equal to 7, Oh. Well, that's fairly easy right here then. Let's just say if it's 8. And then we need to put in, hold on. Uniform isline, uniform float show, okay, uniform sampler 2D. The texture. All right. Okay, here's the tricky part that we're doing. I texture? No, the texture. F text chord? Okay, so we're... Oh yeah, so, okay, so grid, size, and type. Okay, so we're gonna need... So what are we going by type at the bottom here? Okay, so type is gonna contain the type, whether it's a planet or not. So grid needs to contain the number of the planet. So then we'll use that to reference into the texture right in here. F text chord plus, okay, so we're not going to have an offset because we're going to start with 0, 0. Pardon me. Okay, so each one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hold up. 7 by 9 minus 1. Okay, so there's 62, 63 possibilities. Okay. All right. So grid size, type. Pardon me. X, Y, Z, is that what we're doing? I'm losing track of what is this, grid type dot Y. So grid type is just 2 that's sent in, but is it, what is it? Grid type equals X and Z. Okay, perfect. So Y is Z and X is X. Okay. All right, that's confusing a little bit, but we're fine now. Okay, so X is the thing we want to, so let's just have X in the planets here, in the init data. Oh, I guess we should find init data before we actually try to go there. And where were we at? Create 15 main planets. So here, always grid size type. Okay, so grid 6 to 15. We can actually just go with that, because that will give you a good distribution of planets. But it'll just be between 6 and 21. Because are these all the planets? These are all just the planets, right? Well, that's what we want to mess with. That's what we want to do, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so then we want to just go 0 to 62. And we're on planets 133, right? So we can mess it. We can break this if we want. 62, planet size. Okay. So there's grid size type there. Okay. And then in the moons here, when we do it as well, we also need to be POS 2D color grid size type 3 plus 3. I think it's because they're smaller. I wanted the grid to be smaller, but that's fine too. So then we're going to just go 62 right here. There. There we go. Spiral spiky? Alright, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so now they're going to be between 30 and 62 and everything. Let's come up here. I'm scared. Bum, 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 bum. So actually the offset is going to be calculated by, and they're all going to be the same. Okay, hold on. Bum, 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 bum. So let's go like this. Right now. Right now. Let's take this outside. The heck? So what did I say? There was 7 across by 9, so 1 divided by 7. Okay, so the offset's going to be, the beginning is going to be, okay. So we just want to go the number, which is, what's the number? Grid dot, grid. So grid underscore type dot x. We want to just go mod, it's a mod 7. And this is going to be a vector 2. So it's going to be that. XF times that. Comma. Okay. And then YF times grid type dot Y. Now this is going to be divided by 7. However, we want it to be sealed. GL point chord times XF. GL point chord Y times YF. I think that'll work. Can we just do, why do we have to do, what's, that should work. I'm just, XF times grid type mod 7, but let's make sure it's grid type dot x mod 7, and here let's make sure, this is fine though, any way that this works out is fine. Grid type dot y divided by 7. No, it's going to be grid type dot x divided by 7. Okay. There we go. There we go. Is that going to work? You're insane. You're insane. So the grid type dot y, we need to make sure that's 8. Did I just do that? I think. I don't remember. I remember. I don't think. I think. I don't remember. Where did we do that? 62. And then 1 plus 6. Oh. Oh. So we want this to be 8. For the moons. And then the same for the planets right here. Oops. Syntax error, thank God. Thank God it's just syntax errors. Okay, unexpected item, unexpected that a token. Okay, so line 10. Line 10? Line 10. Here. Anybody know where line 10 is? Oh, right here. Is this line 10? Line 10. Uniform Sampler 2D, the texture. Wait, why is that an error? Go back, go back. Syntax error, unexpected identifier, expecting that at token, the texture. Expecting what? Okay, now what am I missing on this? Son of a bean dip. Am I missing? Oh, it's a capital D. Everybody catch that? Everybody catch that one? Son of. Okay, still got errors. Operands to that must be integral. 131. Line 131. That's down here. I just added it there. So we need to grid type X. So in this case, when it's okay, but that's all right. Stand by. Processing. So this is a float, and this needs to be an integer. So we have to cast this as an integer. Hold on. My brain's a little tired, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT how to do this real quick. Brain's a little tired. Stop. What are you doing? It's still going. Look at that. Okay. I just need this code right here. Floor grid 7. Oh. Cast grid type to int, then float. Okay. Int, float, grid. What? Perform the calculation of x times f times grid. xf times what? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's just copy the whole line and show it. Hold on. Let's just copy there. Just I know, look what... Okay. Perform the calculation of a mod... Oh, mod. Use the mod function. Oh. Oh, wait. In the code, mod function uses to calculate that, which performs mod drop in the grid type value that... Oh, wait. So the mod function doesn't take the... oh. So why not just... Okay. I didn't know that. Maybe I did. Don't care. So so this one, mod. Is that what you're wanting me to do? Mod grid type x comma 7. So does that return a float times xf equals the times xf? Does that work? Oh, it doesn't give an error, and it doesn't show the graphic. Okay, so now what do we need to do? Okay, now we need to do what? Because it's space planets. Hold on, where are we at? Here. So now what are we doing? Let's go to the render function. So lines, planets, moons, and asteroids. Those are the points. These are the lines. So here's the points right here. Set is line to 0. Okay. So right here, okay, let's see if that broke. Did that break the inventory? Did not break the inventory. Oh, and then when we did that, okay, so the inventory texture is drawing to, okay. So it is the texture thing. So is it, so do we have to just, because we have this, the uniform sampler, so set, what is the uniform sampler? Hold on. I don't think it's going to show in this one, is it? Bind texture. Oh, are we forgetting to bind the texture before we make that call? Is that the only thing we need to do? I think that's the only thing we need to do right here. Oh, yeah. But it looks like some of the textures are a little off. Okay, so that's the fragment shader here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty, whatever. Oh, because this should actually be grid type divided by 9. Was that the only thing wrong? No. So this one is mod 7 yf grid type dot x divided by 9, but this should be, oh wait, it told me in the code here, hold on. Floor grid x divided by 7, that's what we need right here. The floor of grid x divided by 9. And that's there. Okay. Okay, so now it has to do with pardon me. Space, planets, flowers, and crystals. Okay, so what we want are these ones here. Space Trader, planets 1. Excuse me. Space Trader, planets 001.fs. So if temp, oh, so temp text equals right. Okay, we can do that. Let's do this. Computer, don't shut off my keyboard thing. Oh, it works. There we go. Nice. Now we have all planets on these things instead of the flowers. Planets and moons, of course, you know, smaller moons and stuff, whatever. Okay. Cool. Very cool, actually. Interesting, interesting. What's this going on over here? I don't care. I don't care. Okay, that's great. That looks great. Alright, so we're getting there. Let's take a little break. Let's let that simmer. Okay, cool. Okay, so we still don't have this ship upgrade better mining. Let's see if we can come up with, because what we've got, what we've got for graphics. These are the only two resources we have so far. Space laser, magic wand, just one object. Okay, let's go. First of all, let's just see space laser. Let's just see what that does. Ooh, that looks cool. What? Okay, so now let's go into our let's do this. So let's edit that real quick. Go into download. Where is it? Luna? Luna? Luna, where did you go? Here it is. Edit that one real quick. Okay, so take that, cut it out of there. Or wait, undo that. Leave that there for a second. How big are these again? So it's 350 by 70, so 70 by 70. Oh. So let's just go back here. Let's go like this. Foop. Pixels. 70 by 70. Copy, cut. Go into this one here. I should have zoomed in. Let's undo that. View. Zoom in. Nice. Now let's just go here. I think I like that. Let's save it. 777. This could be the hyperspace. What's this one? Feeling better. About getting stuff done here. Okay, so the better mining ship upgrade minimap. This we're not going to need a technology slot for because we're going to have the minimap. Although we could. That's going to be the hyperspace. You want to have the minimap here? That's cool. I like it. Why not? Paper art style minimap, 7x70. Hold on. Edit. The other one's still loaded. Yeah, so let's go here. Undo that little whatever you're doing, computer. I don't know. It put the thing in there. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, whatever. Sorry. W. Pixels 70. Okay. All X. Go into here. We're going to put it in the fourth one. I like that. Let's just save 777. So this will be really cool then. So we do have the better mining, we have the minimap, and we have the hyperdrive. We also need a teleporter. Those work really well, those. Oh, let's go back. Dream Shaper. Let's go to another one, try another one, I don't know. These are crazy. Spirit creatures? Let's try a teleporter with that. Instance prompt, a creature, okay. Oh, that's cool. What? Look at the... What? What did it just do? Let's hold off on that one for just a second. I want to try just the teleporter. It's a spirit creature. Star teleporter or a spaceship. That's the cutest little creature though. That is the cutest little creature. I think I really, really like that one. We're good. Okay, so let's edit that one. Go back to miscellaneous. Go back to this one, 777, and edit that. So now let's just expand it. We're going to add 70, so 420. Then we'll go into the teleport. Oops. Teleporter, add, or wait, no, shrink it first. Pixels, 70. Okay. Take all, take it out of there. That's the teleporter, okay. Okay, so now we have this. We have the flower, the crystal, then we have these technologies. So we want this to be the laser, this will be the minimap indicator, then we'll have the hyperspace, and then the teleporter. Those are cool little icons and stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so then we'll have, what's this, the laser? Okay. So we want to collect 10 of these, and then so let's draw each one of these, and let's give it a, where are we going to do this? So what we want to do is draw each one of these, like maybe over here. We could use a section of the screen. How many of them are there? There's 4. So we can make them fairly big, and we'll just dim them out. And then once you qualify with the stuff over here, then it brightens it up and it takes the stuff out of your inventory automatically. That'd be cool. Okay, let's do that. Nook's on. Let's just see what he's doing.
I can fight. We'll fight. How bad can he be? They're a bunch of doggies and goblins. He's got 3 eyes.
It's the best idea ever.
Oh, he's still going. Cool.
Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla was my idea. I did that.
It's 719 now. Just kill him in one shot.
That looks cool. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, so let's see what we got here now. So when we render inventory here. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Space Trader Planets, thanks for that. Don't think we need planets anymore, no. So we're just gonna work in inventory. Let's go up here now. When was the last time we modified the inventory class? 10:52 today. Just in case we're going up one. Whoops, open class. We're gonna save as 10. Okay, there we go. And then when we go in here, we didn't work on it today, but we modified it today. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't say that we modified it today. Anyways, class, space, trader, inventory, 010.h. Okay, we're gonna add the ship technology slots. Okay, so the first thing we want to do when we draw the inventory, so we don't have to worry about the other inventory just yet. Let's go down to, hold on, init data, position, color. See, there's only 2, right? Okay, so we don't actually generate and draw all the other stuff. Pardon me. Okay, but we did change the thing. So we want to load 777. Okay, which also changes the open space. Okay, open space. Okay, these will change, so we're going to go up to 5. Okay, so the only way this will change then is because right here. So now we have, how many of them did we put in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 6. Whoops, not there, sorry. Hello, hello everybody. Minimize again, there's nobody there, but anyways. So we're in here. So instead of 0.2, let's go like this. Okay, so let's go float x, whatever, xd equals 1 divided by 6. And so here, we'll just multiply this by xd, right there. So then the text chord, those are going to, okay. Inventory 10. So first of all, let's see if that works and if we broke anything. Whoops. So what's wrong with the second one now? Hold on. Text chord. Oh, right. The text chord when I initialize them. Right. Okay. All right. We're good with that. Whoops. Computer. I didn't mean to click on that. I meant to click on this. I'm insane. Don't pay any attention. So what is 1 divided by 6? 0.1667. Where are we going with it? Oh, here. It's only one string, the initialization. Let's just send it in like that. Perfect. Okay, so then we want to just draw the other ones down here. Bigger. Like it would be nice, because there's 4 of them, it would be nice to have 4 decent sized, like let's take a decent chunk of the screen here. Because I think initially it was what, like 20 by 10 or something like that? Or 14 by 7, something like that, I can't remember. So let's use a decent chunk of the screen and do 4 of them. So let's look at what's the size of this right here. Okay, it's 960. The whole thing is 960. And we want a decent border. So let's subtract, because there's going to be 4 of them, so there's going to be 5 times the border. So let's do a border of like 15. So that's going to be 75. So 960 minus, actually, 75. Okay, so that would be 885 divided by 4. Okay, why are we doing 885 divided by 4? So why don't we do a border a border of 16 times 5. So that would be 80. That's probably a little better. So 969, 880. Okay. So okay, and then each one's going to have, okay, so 880 divided by 5. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, so, alright, so 1, 3, 6. I don't know what that means yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so now we're going to draw 5 of them. 4 of them. Wait, there's only 4. Hold on. Right, I did that wrong. I did that part right, but this part's wrong. 220. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, eyes listen for it. Yeah, I'm excited and get this right. Okay. So now each one we need position, color, size. Ba, 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 ba. So for each one of these, what's the position going to be? So we're going to start with 4 plus I. Okay. Dot I position 2D equals GLM vector 2. Okay, great. So now we're just going to go all the way to the side. Everything is okay. So let's just go over to so the opposite side. Let's go 0.91, but let's go in a little bit more. So let's go 8.1. Let's just start with that. Same height, I guess. 0.76 as the top of it to draw. Okay, that'd be fine. We'll start with that. We're just guessing, trying to put this together. We're not really sure what's going on. 4 plus I. It's only an addition, so we're not really worried about. Okay, I color. What's the color? What is this? I don't know, but it's the same for both of these up here. Let's just choose these right here. So instead of 71, we're going to go twice that. I don't know, 142. I don't know what they'll look like. Okay, S inventory 4 plus I dot I text chords equals GLM vector 2. Ba-da-da-da-da-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, let's just go GL float. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Let's just go boop. Okay, 1.0 divided by 6.0. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba. So the first one's going to be 3. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, I'm not sure what any of that's going to do, if it's going to work. The size is 142. Because I know that if it's 71 or there. Is that gonna work? I don't know. I'm scared. Super scared. Okay, just do it. So then instead of drawing just the 4, now we're going to be drawing an S inventory. Hold on. How many slots? Because we just added 4. Okay, so 8. All right, is that good right there and everything? And then how many? Where's the render? I render slots. Okay. See what that does. See what that does. Freaking out right now. Did it even work? It worked. Oh, wait a minute. Compiled. Oh, we got one. We got one, but it looks weird. Okay, so does the position not change with each one, Jeff? What did you do? Oh, right here. This is why. Okay, so we need to subtract minus. That looks like a good starting spot. Okay, size 142 there, everything. Okay, all right. Minus, and if we're trying to go all the way down, right, the length of it is going to be, what is the length of it? 0.76, and then the other side, so that's like 1.52 divided by 4. So each one's what? Just as a guide here, 0.38. Whoa, there we go. What's wrong with this one? Which one's not showing? What's that one? 3 plus I. X boop. So the first time this is going to be 0. Oh, that's why. So you want to start with X boop times 3 plus X boop times I. Or the whole thing is really X boop times 3 plus I. Didn't I just say that? So the first time 0, it's going to be X boop times 3. Okay. Nope. Not sure what we're doing there. 3 plus I. So the first time that's 0, it's going to be 3. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba. 2 plus I. That's right. Okay, sorry. Forgot the first two are 0 and 1. Forgot. Strike that. Reverse it. There we go. Okay, so I would move them down slightly. And then we want to draw them with a dim. Want to draw them with a dim. Move them down. That's great, though. It looks great. Okay, so here, 0.76. So we're going to start at 0.74 or 3. I don't know. That's actually good, but we can move them down a little bit more. I think that's fine because they're kind of... I would like them to be starting on the same level as that, but this is fine for now. And then we want to have... We want to have the difference between... Does it do anything with the color? Like if I set the color of those doesn't do anything, right? So let's set the color to 0 on those. And hold on just a second. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a second. Right, color doesn't do nothing. Okay, good. So what else do we have to work with here as we're working through? We got color, size, text. So the color goes through, and then we have the color. Perfect. So then let's go like this. So frag color. Because color comes through. So if f color dot r equals 0, we're going to have another float here. Call it the dim d equals 1. Okay. Then we're going to say if color is equal to 0, dim d equals 0.25. And then the texture, and we're going to call this dim d times that. So if dim d is 1, there's nothing if it's 0. Okay, so then let's set the color. Initialize the color to 1. Or wait, we want them all to be 0. So they'll be dim. So then it draws that like that. Okay, perfect. Now when we get the flower up to 10, we will take the color for this one and we'll bring it up to 1. Or anything other than 0 on the red. Okay, let's do that. Let's make it happen. So let's see. So as we get the collisions coming in, where does that happen again? In here. Nope. Sorry, it's not in there. It's in the other one. Computer, you're funny. You're funny. Oops, nope, and I'm wanting this up here. So we want to look at the planets. Collision detected, isn't that right down? It's in the update data. Oops. It's not in there, it's in the update data. Recycle, no, update data. So type destroyed, collision detected here, reset projectile, reset, okay, collision callback. So wait a minute, so in the inventory on collision right here, updating inventory, right. So we don't even have an update data function. So we'll have to make one. So whenever we get a collision, hold on. Where was I at? Failed to load texture, total number of items. Collision detected, updating inventory. Okay, so add item to inventory. Hold on, let me just look at this real quick. Just because I want to get the other... Okay, flour, total number of items 1. Okay, so where's that at? Hold on. So search. Failed to load texture. Next. Total number of items. Oh, get name, get quantity. Okay, so right there. So in the display total number of items, where is the call to that? Because we don't need to do this. That's just for debugging. We can take it out. It's not updating quickly enough. Let's just compile and get the error. Thank you. Whoa. Doesn't even tell me though, just throws that weird... Okay. Alright, hold on. Computer. Hold the phone. So display total number of items. If we go here, then what does that do? Let's just search for this. It's driving me nuts right now. Drive me nuts, computer. They do all these updates. They do all this fancy stuff. Still don't get it. So that's it. Ah, right there. Okay. Alright, that's all I wanted. What's this? Hold on, I just took out that function. I'm just freaking out for just a second. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to, where are we at? Init data render on collision item. Okay. So where are we going to check this? Add item to inventory seems kind of a logical place to start. So when we add the item, check if the item already exists in the inventory. If item exists, increment its quantity. Item increment quantity. Return, exit the function. Item does not exist in the inventory, so create a new one. push it onto the stack. Inventory push new item. Okay. Okay, so here, so it could happen here, and then it'll exit the function. So, unless we have a recipe that requires just one of an item, which is a possibility. So we could make a function called check recipes right here for the inventory. And just call it check recipes right there. Then again, we don't need to call it twice in this particular function. But there are going to be multiple places where add item to inventory is called. So unless we go into every single place where add item to inventory is called and then call add item to inventory, then call check recipes, we should just put it in here. Okay, all right. Okay. So what check recipes would I want it to do? Okay. I should probably eat. I should probably eat. It's kind of handy we'll have one. Okay, so check recipes. Check recipes. So first we'll do the first one and then we'll see how that goes. Void check recipes. This is the one that knows. Okay. See what that comes up with. Pretty sure this is ChatGPT 4, and I'm past the 1030, so I can... Sure, here's a simple implementation of check recipes function. This function will check if the player has 10 or more flowers, and if they do, trigger an update to... Okay, I can't read anymore. Trigger an update to the ship technology slot. Assuming you have a way to identify each item is unique name or ID, and excuse me, your item struct looks something like this. Okay, inventory class have these functions. Your inventory class could then have these functions. Okay, add item to inventory, check recipes. For const auto item m items, if item name equals flower and quantity is greater than 10, update ship technology slot, break. Perfect. That's easy. Perfect. And those are both inside the... Okay. So let's see here. So check recipes. Okay. Update ship technology. Nice. And in this case, we're going to just send 0 so that we'll know which ship technology to update. Void update ship technology. Glue int. Which one? Actually, we'll put that on the... Sorry. Void update ship technology. So then we just want to go back to our... so what we do is we update the data. And then we update OpenGL with data. Okay, so first how do we update the data? Let's go to the in. Right here. Let's just grab all that. I'll sort it out up here. Update data. So right here. So which one is going to be the one? So let's go like this. So S inventory sub which one plus 4. We're not going to change the position. We're changing the color. I color dot R is equal to 1. That's all we do. Okay. And then update OpenGL data. Okay, so then we need to go back to the init data function. Or wait, no, the init VA BAO function. Bind buffer data. Shoot, it's been such a long time since hold on. Update data. So bind buffer data. Right. Okay, that's right. And because it's all just one thing, we just want to copy that. And where are we at? Up here? Okay. Bum, ba, ba, bum. So bind buffer, size of inventory, all that. I think that'll work. Dun, dun, da, 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 dun. Bum, 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 ba, and this is just a really, just to see if it works. Whoa. Are we in the inventory class? Bum, ba, bum, ba, da, da, bum. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, ba. Why isn't that working? I don't know. What was the error again? Alright, show me again. Intermediate, okay, inventory undeclared identifier. Oh, duh. Because these aren't... Okay, hold on. Inventory 1. We're doing both of these wrong. Well, why didn't you just say so, computer? Oh. Yes, it is. Ba-ba-ba. What? Did I not include the parentheses? Oh, right. Why didn't it just say that? Okay, cool. Computer, there we go. Okay, inventory, so those are dim. Let's shoot a flower. Okay, so we got 1 flower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. Didn't do it. It didn't make it brighter. Is it because... Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? It's not showing me. Capital F. Capital F. Everybody get that? This is the sound of me shaking my head. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, we got it. Okay, so if we put a message on screen, that'll do it. That's awesome. Okay, the only problem is that it's always checking for that, which is fine, I guess, for now, but that's cool. Okay, so then when this is activated, we could have a special variable set for that as well, rather than just being the color and the shader. And then we can move on to crystals and getting our mini-map going. Nice. Okay. Alright. Hey, Master. How's it going? I'm just about to end stream. This is a long time. You just came in? How's it going? Oh, I'm so tired now. Okay, let me update my... So how you doing? How'd you find my stream? I'm such an unknown. Add ship technology slots. Okay, so inventory. What else did we do? Space inventory. Did I write those down that I did those? No change. Okay. So we did those. Space inventory 05.vs. Space inventory 05.fs. Are you interested in coding or OpenGL or C++ or my ChatGPT use? Because it's all crazy, I'm telling you. So I did update that. Okay, very good. Yeah, so let's go back here. And we also did another addition to this. Okay, so this covers the dimming. That's cool. I don't think there's any change that I did in here, so the VS did not change. Okay. Wanted to ask any tips for a new programmer for game development. Cool, yeah, there's, I have plans to make a game engine one day. It sounds impossible, but I want to try. It is not impossible. This is Thor's website, develop.games. He is really great. I follow him. I also started, if you want to write your own game engine, I follow this website as well to learn OpenGL. So Learn OpenGL is really, really good. It takes you through everything needed to do whatever you want to do as far as graphics. There's even down here in practice, there's a 2D game that it walks you through, a breakout with some really helpful stuff. He's got some guest articles in here for some stuff that I really haven't gotten into, like all this other stuff here. Scenes, tessellation, compute shaders. He's got a code repository. You can also, there's a way to download this whole thing as an ebook, but it's all available online anyways, but it's really good. Walks you through everything step by step with examples. Thor's game development is really good. He's working on the streaming thing now too. Covers everything from game dev, streaming, and the month or 4 times a year he does a game jam. Yeah, 4 times a year. I missed the last 2, but I might actually be involved with the next one. And it's really good when all the stuff that he talks about in here, because what skills do I need? He's got some really good examples of games that were made with very little what you would call quote-unquote skill. What kind of game should I make? Talks about the game engines and stuff, tools, all that. I am actually working on my own kind of a game engine kind of a thing. If you look in the stuff down below in my Ko-fi, I've got all my source code on my Ko-fi if you donate into there. And you can buy all my source code. I think it's like, I can't even remember, it's like $5 for all the screenshots, $20 for all the source code. Let me know if you buy it, because I will update it and give you the latest and greatest. But anyways, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm about to get some food, so I'm going to go fix some chicken soup. Oh, I try to stream, usually I work till 11. This is my time, Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I work till 11 p.m., then I come home and eat and relax. And then I try to stream for an hour, hour and a half. Today I was extra motivated because it's my day off. And I really want to get, I've got a little, I've got a 7-step plan to completing this project and releasing it as a demo. At this point, I actually did the gathering the flowers and the ship upgrade to the better mining. And I know that this will be completed tomorrow night or even I'm still going to be awake till like 4 or 5, so I'm probably going to take a break to eat. Then I will either do some exercise and stream, or probably just stream and get this done. Because if I can get that done, that's 20 whole points towards, or 2 whole points towards completing the completing towards the demo release. Because I paid $100, started the listing on Steam with a smaller project, realized how much it took to list on Steam, and the smaller project still needed a lot of work just to get it to be done. And I was just like, okay, I want to go back to my big project again. So yeah, because this is like, you fly around. I just added the planet stuff tonight too. These were little swirls before, but and then eventually you're gonna have the inventory slots here. This one's gonna be a teleporter where you'll be able to beam down to a planet. Let me show you what that looks like here. Let's take off the inventory. So you'll beam down to a planet, and then you have these 3D voxel worlds to explore. And each time you land on a different planet, the palette color changes and the terrain is generated differently. And I just put in these Minecraft basic houses and stuff. And I've got a whole bunch of things that I've got planned that I wanted to do for this. I've got a GUI here for how to make like walls and blocks and stuff. Like if you do that X and Y axis and Z axis, you can do a cube. Does that work? Maybe I disabled that at the moment. But anyways, you can do walls and lines and cubes and stuff. And I'm going to expand this. Instead of just being a 350 by 350 area, it's going to be an infinitely generated world as you move around. That, in fact, that might be something I do tomorrow. But that's not even for the demo. Craft custom blocks, storyline saves in the trading mechanic. Okay. But anyways, yeah, so if I wasn't so tired / hungry, I would continue, and I don't know that I will continue later tonight, but I hope to, because that would be good. That would be good. Can I wishlist? It's not yet up on Steam. I have, I actually went through with my smaller project and I was denied, but I did a lot of stuff to get it listed on Steam, and I learned a lot, so I'm kind of grateful for that. And yeah, the only thing I could show you that I've got for my Steam listing is back here. When I first listed it, where's it at? It's a preview of my Steam page. Where was it at? Right here. This is what it looks like. After the oh, I'm really hungry, you can tell. They don't have, see, I kind of I had a shooter going, and I got all the stuff for the Steam page, but yeah, it's only behind the scenes that I can see it, so I kind of did a little preview video of it. And I am going to go back to the shooter. I might actually include that as a bonus little demo. So you're going to get, so when I list this game, it's going to be 2 games in one. The Space Trader and then the shooter, which would be really kind of cool. So, and this is my YouTube channel. But this VOD is going to go up on the YouTube channel. I'm going to do a little thumbnail here. In fact, I could do that while I'm on stream right now, because I got the thumbnail I'm going to use. The program is right here, canva.com. Design together. Share your design, edit live with other people. Okay, that's cool. So let's go back to, how do we change this? Can I take that out? Yeah, and then this graphic, can I take that out? Okay, good. So let's get a new graphic, because I got a bunch of graphics. Let's go pictures, thumbnails. Let's see, what have I been working on tonight? What does it look like in here? Inventory. Don't think it looks like any of these things. Ship technology. This was when I was first discovered AI image generation, and I Explored a whole bunch of cool stuff. Pictures, thumbnails, thumbnail favorites. I don't think I've used this one. Let's use this one. So let's, okay, what's this one called? Leonardo Diffusion. Okay, I think I can just upload files. Oh. Pictures, thumbnails, thumbnail favorites. This one. And I think I just choose it and then set images background. Oh, perfect. That's cool. Okay, and then we want to put in text. Add a heading. Okay. So what did my last one say? It said Space Trader. But this time we're going to do Space Trader. What did we do? We did ship tech slots, recipes, inventory. This is a really cool tool. Okay, what else do we want to say? Code organization. Okay, game dev, C++, OpenGL, ChatGPT 4. Game dev, C++, OpenGL, ChatGPT 4. Oops. How do you move it around? I almost had, there we got it again. Okay, let's go. Where do we want to put this? Let's just put it down in the... I think that looks good, I guess. It would be nice if I could go directly behind that. Go back to the image. Edit photo. Select area. Brightness. Does that look better? Okay, and then where was the section to download here? Okay, let's go see what that looks like. Nice. Okay, that's in my downloads now. Okay, that's cool. So let's go to, I gotta end the stream to export it to YouTube. Alright, thanks for watching. Nice to meet you. I'm tired too. Thanks for the help. Well, dude, stop by anytime, especially if you're working with C++ or OpenGL. It'd be great to help you. It'd be awesome. Let's see. Thanks for the follow, dude. Awesome. Okay, so let's go here.